Nothing is more appetizing than the wonderful aromas of chicken roasting in the oven. A roast chicken dinner is a great dish for family. It also works for couples and singles too because it's a cook once, eat 2, 3, 4 or more times. You're gonna have leftovers for soups, salads, and even sandwiches. Our curry spice roast chicken served with potatoes, carrots, and onion is a simple recipe with very little hands-on time, and the outcome is a nutritious and delicious meal that's affordable too. It is comfort food at its best. Your whole family's going to love it. So let's get started. A countertop roaster is one very simple, hands-off way to make a roast chicken dinner, but you can also do the same thing in the oven. Preheat your oven or countertop roaster to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's gather our ingredients and get started. Prep your potatoes, carrots, and onion. In a mixing bowl, toss the vegetables with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1½ teaspoons of the seasoning mix. Toss until well combined and set aside. To prepare the chicken, remove the giblet bag from the cavity and place in the bowl. Rinsing a Mary's chicken before cooking is not necessary because Mary's air chills the chickens instead of placing them in a chlorinated bath. Conventional poultry producers use a chlorinated bath during processing. The chlorinated bath requires poultry to be rinsed before cooking. With a paper towel, pat the chicken dry. Rub the chicken with the remaining olive oil and sprinkle the remaining seasoning mix on both sides, rubbing the chicken to ensure even coverage with the seasonings. Evenly distribute the vegetables on the bottom of the roasting pan. Place the chicken breast side up on top of the vegetables. It's optional to place the giblets in the bottom of the roasting pan or in a pot to make gravy or pan sauce. The giblets can also be used for bone broth, and consider setting aside the liver for chicken liver pate. We have a great recipe. Place in the oven or countertop roaster for 1 hour before testing the temperature. In general, the chicken should cook for about 15 minutes per pound in a countertop roaster and approximately 20 minutes per pound in the oven. To test doneness, insert an instant read thermometer into the thickest part of the thigh. Do not touch the bone. The chicken should reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. If you do not have an instant read thermometer, you can still check for doneness by cutting the skin between the drumstick and gently pulling downward. When the juices run clear, the chicken is done. Once done, reduce the heat on the oven to 200 Fahrenheit. Transfer the chicken breast side up to the cutting board. To cut the chicken, start by removing the leg and thigh. Cut the skin between the drumstick and along the thigh, and with a fair bit of force, expose the hip joint. And cut between the round end of the hip bone and the chicken body until the leg is detached. Repeat this method on both sides. For the breast meat, cut along the breastbone at the front of the breast cavity to remove the breast meat from the bone. Cut each breast into 4 pieces. You can then transfer the carcass and/or wings to a crock pot or stock pot, or you can refrigerate it for later use. To make a broth, see our recipe on our website. To rate the countertop roaster, it has a lot of positives. This method ensures tender and moist meat. It is a time savings method. It is great for serving a lot of people. You can cook more than 1 chicken in the roasting pan along with a lot of vegetables. It is fairly easy to clean and you won't have to worry about a mess in your oven. All in all, it's a great option and both methods are simple. Roast chicken dinner is comfort food at its best. Thank you for joining me today to learn how to make this simple and easy curry spice chicken. Check out the recipe on our website in the recipes section at naturalgrocers.com.